Perfect is a stunting idea. There are two words in my household that we refrain from saying, and that's hate and perfect. The only time we say the word perfect is if it's in hindsight, like that was a perfect day, because saying something along the lines of Saturday is gonna be the perfect day, or this is going to be the perfect outfit, saying it as in the future tense sets you up for disappointment automatically because you're having these high expectations, when in reality we should just have no expectations on certain things. I can get into that, but I won't right now. But having low or no expectations at all will always set us up for success in a sense, because we will constantly be surprised by what happens rather than being disappointed. So this idea of perfectionism is what stunted me from making this channel, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, is because you keep looking at videos of yourself or homework, projects, whatever it may be, and there's always something that you can change. It got to the point where I have all of these videos that I just keep nitpicking, and it's like I'm the one obsessing because I'm the one in the video, and of course I'm going to peep things that maybe other people wouldn't, and so that's preventing me from growing because I'm so stuck in getting everything just so that I'm not even going anywhere. I feel like perfectionism and greatness can be intertwined a lot of the time, and we think in being successful and achieving greatness it means we're perfect, when it obviously doesn't. But we hold ourselves to such high standards that we think everything needs to be just so, when there's always going to be something we need to fix. And in realizing that, we actually can move forward, because it gets to a point where we just need to say good enough and move on. Of course you want to put in your best effort, but you cannot expect to be perfect. I remember my first grade teacher, I forgot what he said exactly, but it was something along the lines of practice doesn't make perfect, it makes like growth or better or improvement, something along those lines. And so from a young age I've heard these messages that nobody's perfect. I mean, heck, Hannah Montana, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I gotta work it again till I get it right. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just interesting how a lot of us still feel this nitpickiness. I don't even know if that's the word, but a desire to constantly fix and edit until it's just right, but we're gonna drive ourselves crazy if we keep trying to get just right. I mean, like they say, you're your own worst critic, so we're constantly going to be reflecting, and it's the difference between constructive reflection and destructive reflection. Thankfully, I feel like I've gotten to the point where at night when I lay in my bed, I don't have many toxic thoughts. And part of this really was meditation. I got my Headspace app, and I will regularly do a 5-minute meditation before going to bed, just to calm myself down, focus on my breathing, and not obsess over the little things that happened or constantly beating myself up over the way I acted in a certain situation or the way I performed in another. Obviously reflection is good, but you need to know when it turns from helpful to hurtful. Meditation, again, helped me calm my thoughts and I guess center myself more and realize when my thoughts were becoming toxic. And the idea of perfectionism is toxic because we're essentially setting ourselves up for failure, because our expectations are so high that it's not even possible. Setting expectations for ourselves is good, obviously. We should hold ourselves to high standards because we know what we're capable of and we should expect that from ourselves. But we're not always going to come out 100%. And that's a part of the process of life. So all that being said, this is just my random thoughts. And right now, I'm going to proceed with the attitude of good enough, which just sounds kind of negative. But it depends on how you approach it, because I'm still holding myself to high standards, of course. But there comes a point where I just need to say, this is okay, this is what it is, and we have to move forward, or else I'm going to be stuck in analysis paralysis, constantly, again, analyzing and beating myself up over the littlest of things that most people won't even care about. So that's my thoughts of the day for now. Now let's go reanalyze this video and nitpick that. Thank you for watching.